The sun hung high in the clear sky, casting a warm glow over the tranquil lake. The gentle ripples on the water's surface shimmered as a slight breeze whispered through the lush green trees lining the shore. Everything seemed peaceful, calm, almost too calm, but that was about to change. Standing slightly to the left of the scene was a middle-aged man. His light brown beard was neatly trimmed, and his short dark hair caught the sunlight as he gestured with both hands, pointing toward the small boat resting on the water's edge. The boat was modest, painted in a faded light hue, and looked as if it had seen better days. It was partially hidden by the reeds and shadows, yet it was obvious this boat had stories to tell. The man wore a short-sleeved, patterned beige shirt and light khaki pants, clothes that matched his relaxed, easygoing demeanor. On his wrist gleamed a simple watch, a gift from his grandfather which he often wore on these quiet excursions. His body was of average build, not too muscular nor too frail, and his eyes held a spark of curiosity and purpose. He was in the middle of explaining something to an unseen listener, perhaps himself, perhaps someone else he imagined standing nearby. His expression was earnest, and his hands moved animatedly, as if describing a long-forgotten event or giving instructions. He demanded I moved my boat. The words floated across the scene, overlaying the peaceful setting like a whisper of tension. It was as if this statement carried a weight, a secret, or a challenge buried beneath the calm surface of the lake. As he pointed at the boat, his gaze was intense, almost pleading. The quiet was filled with unspoken stories, and a strange sense of anticipation lingered in the air. For a moment it felt as if the lake itself was listening, waiting for what would happen next. Suddenly, a faint sound broke the silence, a soft splash, then a series of hurried steps from behind the trees. The man's eyes flicked toward the sound, his body tensing slightly. He lowered his hands as if readying himself for what was to come. From the shadows emerged a figure, someone unexpected. The figure was cloaked in a dark jacket, their face partially hidden, but their eyes gleamed with urgency and secrets. They approached quickly, glancing around nervously. "Who are you?" the man asked, his voice steady but curious. The figure hesitated, then whispered, "I know what you're looking for, but we don't have much time." The man's heart skipped a beat. He had been searching for answers for years, chasing rumors and echoes of a story buried deep beneath the surface. Now that story was walking right toward him. "Tell me," he demanded, stepping closer. "What do you know about the boat? About what's hidden in it?" The stranger's eyes darted around the peaceful lake, their voice trembling. "It's not just a boat, it's a key. And someone else wants it. Badly." A shiver ran down the man's spine. He looked back at the small boat, then at the stranger. Everything was about to change. The calm lake, the quiet woods, the old boat. They all concealed secrets that could shake the very ground beneath their feet. And so, standing at the water's edge, with the sun shining down and the shadows lengthening behind him, the man realized his peaceful day was about to turn into a journey into danger, mystery, and perhaps revelation. The stranger's words hung heavily in the air, and the man's mind raced to process what he had just heard. The boat, just a simple weathered vessel, was apparently much more than it appeared. A key? Hidden secrets? His pulse quickened as he looked back at the small boat. It seemed innocent enough, but now he wondered what secrets it truly held beneath its faded surface. "Who else is after it?" the man asked, voice low and tense, scanning the surrounding woods for any signs of movement. The stranger's eyes flickered with fear, then resolve. "There's a man, dangerous, who thinks the boat is the last piece of a puzzle he's been chasing for years, and he'll stop at nothing to get it." A cold wave of realization washed over the man. That was why he'd been feeling this strange pull, this inexplicable urge to come here today. The peaceful lake, the quiet woods, the boat, none of it was ordinary. It was a piece of a larger puzzle that had been hidden for decades, and now it was about to be uncovered. He stepped closer, lowering his voice. "What's so special about this boat? What does it hide?" The stranger hesitated, then reached into his pocket and pulled out a crumpled piece of paper. It was old, faded, but the man could make out a few strange symbols and a map drawn in hurried strokes. "This," the stranger whispered, "is a map, an old one, that leads to something buried beneath the lake. Something that many have searched for, but none have found. Until now." The revelation sent a shiver down the man's spine. For years he'd been chasing whispers and legends, but now it all seemed real. The treasure, the secrets, the danger. He looked at the map again, then back at the boat, feeling the weight of what was to come. "Who else knows about this?" he asked sharply, voice trembling slightly. The stranger shook his head. "Only a few, but that's enough. The man chasing us, he's relentless. We need to move quickly before he catches up." Without hesitation, the man glanced at the boat again. It was old, yes, but sturdy enough. He realized that their next move would determine everything. The peaceful lake was no longer just a place of quiet reflection. It was now the battleground for secrets buried beneath its dark waters. He looked at the stranger, resolve hardening in his eyes. "Tell me everything you know. Show me where it's hidden." As they moved closer to the boat, the shadows lengthened, and the distant sounds of rustling leaves seemed to carry whispers of danger. The calm surface of the lake hid something much deeper, a story waiting to be uncovered, a mystery that would challenge everything they believed. And neither of them knew that their actions today would set off a chain of events with consequences far beyond what they could imagine. They hurried toward the boat, their footsteps muffled by the soft grass and fallen leaves that carpeted the shoreline. The stranger clutched the tattered map tightly, his eyes darting around nervously, as if expecting to see the shadow of their pursuer lurking behind every tree. The man, driven by a mixture of curiosity and a growing sense of urgency, reached out and grabbed the boat's edge, steadying himself before stepping inside. The boat's interior was damp and creaking, but sturdy enough for what they needed. As they pushed off from the shore, the water rippled beneath them, dark and still, hiding whatever secrets lay beneath its surface. The lake stretched wide, shimmering, under the bright sun, its surface deceptively calm. The trees bordering the water watched silently, their branches swaying gently, as if guarding the mysteries hidden in their shadows. The boat moved smoothly, slicing through the water toward the spot marked on the fragile map, a location that promised answers but also danger. The stranger took a deep breath, glancing over his shoulder as if expecting someone to emerge from the woods at any moment. "We're close," he whispered, voice tense. "The map points to a submerged cave just beneath this part of the lake. That's where it's said to be, whatever it is." The man looked at the map again, trying to decipher the faded symbols and lines. The handwriting was hurried, the ink smudged, but the purpose was clear. They were heading straight into the heart of the mystery. He felt a strange mix of excitement and dread, a feeling that this moment was the culmination of a long journey he hadn't even realized he was on. Suddenly, the water's surface ahead rippled unnaturally and both men tensed. Something was approaching from beneath the depths, a shadow slipping just beneath the surface, moving with purpose and silence. The boat's engine faltered briefly as a strange, oily film brushed against its hull, making both men freeze in place. "Did you see that?" the stranger hissed. "Something's down there, something watching us." The man's eyes widened, but he kept his voice steady. "Stay calm. It could be just a fish, or something else. We need to get to that cave before whoever's after us does." As they drew closer, the water around the boat darkened, and an eerie stillness settled over the lake. The only sound was the faint drip of water from the boat's sides and their own hurried breaths. When they finally reached the spot marked on the map, the water lapped against the rocky outcrop, revealing the entrance to a shadowy cave, partially concealed by overhanging branches and submerged in darkness. The stranger reached into his pocket, pulling out a small flashlight with trembling hands. "This is it," he said softly. "The beginning of everything." Just as he flicked on the light, a sudden sharp splash erupted from the water behind them. Both men spun around, hearts pounding. Something large and unseen had surfaced, something with a power that seemed almost unnatural. The water churned violently, and then silence again. They stared at each other, realizing that whatever was beneath the lake was more than just a creature, perhaps a guardian or a warning. Whatever it was, their discovery had set off a chain of events that could no longer be stopped. With a mixture of fear and determination, they prepared to enter the cave, knowing that what lay inside could change everything they thought they knew about the lake and about themselves. The dark mouth of the cave beckoned, promising answers, dangers, and perhaps the ultimate truth hidden beneath the surface. And as they took their first step inside, neither of them could shake the feeling that they were not alone, that something was watching, waiting to see what they would do next. The darkness of the cave swallowed them whole, and for a moment, all was silent except for the faint drip of water echoing softly against the damp stone walls. The air was thick with the scent of moss and earth, and the only light came from the flickering beam of the stranger's small flashlight, casting long, shifting shadows that danced along the jagged surfaces. Every step they took was cautious, each footfall echoing eerily in the vast silent chamber as they moved deeper into the unknown. Suddenly, a faint glimmer caught their eyes, a faint reflection on the wet stone ahead, shimmering like a secret waiting to be uncovered. The map's markings seemed to glow faintly in their minds as they approached, guiding them toward the heart of the cavern. The walls around them grew narrower, the air cooler and heavier, until they found themselves in a small hidden chamber illuminated only by the strange light. And there, in the center, was what they had been searching for. It was an ancient chest, carved from dark wood and reinforced with rusted iron bands, its surface covered in strange symbols and patterns that seemed to pulse with an almost life of their own. An inexplicable energy hummed in the air, as if the very stone beneath their feet was alive with secrets long buried beneath the lake's dark waters. The man's heart hammered in his chest as he reached out hesitantly, brushing away moss and dust to reveal the intricate carvings. The stranger stepped forward, eyes wide with a mixture of awe and trepidation. "This is it," he whispered, voice trembling. "The thing we've been after all this time." He hesitated, then slowly lifted the heavy lid, revealing a collection of strange artifacts, scrolls, jewels, and what looked like a small, glowing orb pulsating with a strange otherworldly light. The moment felt surreal, as if they had stepped into a different realm, one that held the answers to questions they hadn't even thought to ask. As they stared at the treasures before them, a sudden deafening rumble shook the cave. The ground beneath their feet trembled violently, dust and debris cascading from the ceiling. Both men froze, eyes wide with fear. The chamber's walls seemed to vibrate with an ominous energy, and then from the shadows behind them, a voice, deep, guttural, and ancient, boomed out, echoing through the darkness. "You have awakened what was meant to sleep," it intoned. "And now, the balance must be restored." The air grew thick with an otherworldly force, and the strange artifacts seemed to respond, glowing brighter as if summoned by the voice. The orb's pulsating light intensified, casting strange patterns across the chamber walls, revealing glimpses of a forgotten past, a history of guardians, curses, and powers beyond human understanding. It was then that they realized the truth. The cave was not just a tomb or a hiding place, but a gateway to something far greater and more dangerous than they had ever imagined. Panic rose within them, but they knew they couldn't turn back now. The secrets they had uncovered threatened to change everything, about the lake, about history, and about themselves. With trembling hands, they clutched the artifacts, knowing that their lives would never be the same. And as the cave's voice echoed once more, warning them to leave, they understood that their journey was only just beginning, and that the shadows of the deep held mysteries that would linger long after they emerged into the daylight again.